Today's collectible spot. Oh, we are having a look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Micro Force Series 1. Just recently picked these up at Target. Don't be alarmed by what's going on in this picture. It's only a fantasy scene. Only a fantasy scene. Now these were blind bags. There were also Microforce figures in visible packages that featured several figures. I'm always a big sucker for blind bags, so I ended up getting one blind bag, no. Two blind bags, no. Three blind bags. I got 3 in total. Some of the ones on the front, you see Snake Eyes with Timber. We got Storm Shadow, Duke, Cobra Commander. On the back, there's over 40 to collect. 40. 2 figures. Oh, each one comes with 2 figures. Nice. And 2 discs and instructions. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but you can see some of the characters in the picture. Is that Hit and Run right there? Roadblock. I mean, again, I could just go through every single one of them, but I'm not going to. That's time that you guys don't have. You guys have places to be. Maybe you're staying up late to watch these videos. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for doing that. But your parents aren't going to like you staying up all night watching my videos. Go to www.GIJOE.com or GIJOEclub.com if you want to be part of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club. Alright, let's get these opened up, find out which ones we got. For that, I'm going to need a knife. For that, I'm going to bring in Hank. Yes, I understand that there's perforation here. There's also a little perforation here. But I'm just going to go willy-nilly, and I'm just going to cut the top myself. I'm a grown-up. I've afforded the rights to use a knife, at least in a safe way. Reaching into the bag. What's up with this paper? This paper looks like it's... It looks like it's art paper. It's not glossy. Maybe they're using like a recycled version. Some of the characters: Destro, Snake Eyes, Flint. I know Spot promised he wasn't going to go through all of them. There's some Snake Eyes. Oh, Steel Brigade. Spare ribs right there. Infantry, Viper. Some ninjas. We always throw in so many ninjas. It's not enough. Oh, because you know G.I. Joe's roster isn't large enough. No, we got to throw ninjas in. Why? Why? Cobra Trooper, Timber. Timber apparently comes on his own. Nightclaw the Panther. Nightclaw. Who is Nightclaw the Panther? He must be new. And we also got Cobra Trooper Big Blaster. Like, Cobra Trooper Spin and Smash isn't enough. No, we need the Big Blaster Cobra Trooper as well. And some others on the back. Shock Blast. Used to be Shock Wave, I think. Leatherneck. Hey, Low Light. Alright. Let's find out what we got. Knock your opponent's figures before I go through that. Knock your opponent's figures off the table. Is that all you do to... Is that all the way... That's all you do to play this game? Different ways to battle. I see one way to battle, and that's the one that's indicated on the front here. Anyways... This paper is interesting. Looks like something you should write poems on. A haiku I would write on here instead of maybe necessarily advertising what we get all in the collection. I'm gonna put that aside, like so. And where's the bag I opened? Here we go. I'll get to those in a second. Reaching into the first bag, we got ourselves first a base, a little display base. And the first figure that we got is a Red Ninja. Oh, by the way, each of them have a hole. I'm gauging that from the first figure I have and the fact that this base has a peg hole. I did some deducing to assume that every figure is going to have a peg hole. I really shouldn't say that. I'm just going to assume, though. There's the details on the Ninja. Yeah! They're rubbery. So... the Ninja may not pose a threat to you. You could just basically pick them up and just squish them. Just go. Eee! Any more ninjas want any action? Yeah! Grab this one. It's warm. It's warm in the in my place today, so I'm thinking maybe the heat's getting to me. There's the ninja, by the way. I betrayed his family. That's all right. There's the ninja. Gonna put him aside. We also got ourselves Lowlight. Stays pretty true to the original G.I. Joe Lowlight with a big, big gun. He was always a depressing G.I. Joe guy. He was always like, hey, you want to come to the beach with us, Lowlight? No, that's all right. You gonna wear your hat and your goggles all day, Lowlight? Yeah, I think I am. Well, we are gonna go to the movies later. You gonna come with us and still wear the goggles? Pretty sure I will. I don't like hanging around with Lowlight. He's so boring. It's so depressing. There he is, though. He's still squishy, but he's got a big gun, so I respect him. Moving along, and I'm just gonna put these here. Moving along to the second bag. These are kind of cute. These are about, I think they were almost about $4. Are they worth $4? Probably not necessarily. And the next bag, there's the base once again. These are neat bases. I'm wondering, in my infinite imagination, I'm wondering if these would accommodate a Mini-Mate. I think the Mini-Mate's feet are, peg holes are a little larger than this peg. But that's a good looking base. I wonder what else I could use that for. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna lose some sleep. I'm gonna have some sleepless nights thinking about this one, that's for sure. And I'm gonna peg him in before I do the full reveal. Peg him into place. I've got Skeleton Raiden. Alright, that's not his name. I'm gonna reference my pamphlet. The pamphlet I was mocking earlier. So quickly, so interesting how I require it now. That is the Ghost Ninja. Is it? Well, he doesn't actually have his spear. Let's look at this a little further here. Well, there's a couple of Ghost Ninjas. There's a Ghost Ninja henchman. Oh, there's two Ghost Ninja henchmen. Sorry, excuse me. What about on the back? I guess this is Ghostblade. Ghostblade. Why? Ghostblade Uni. That's who I got. Ghostblade Uni. The only question I have next is why. But he's nicely detailed. He's got like he's got a hat going on there. He's got a cape. He's got big feet. Oh no, those are sandals. Excuse me. His feet were kind of blending into them. Okay, he's not cool. Kind of like the Red Ninja. Not so cool, but then you get at least a cool one with it. Hasbro realized the error of their ways. Well, you know, not everyone's going to like a ninja. Well, why don't we just throw in a character that they do like with a character that they may not like? Hey, that's a great idea. That guy got a promotion. We got ourselves... Woo! Too close. We got ourselves a Snake Eyes holding a giant blade. Visor intact, no visible mouth. That's the way Snake Eyes should be. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. He's got no real color to him aside from different shades of black and dark gray. But there you have Snake Eyes. And lastly, I'm going to put those down right there. Lastly, the last bag. Come on, Cobra Commander. Cobra Commander, the great snake rules forever. Hail Cobra Commander. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Hail Cobra Commander. The great snake rules forever. It was part of G.I. Joe. It was an original episode. Okay, so we got... I'm going to assume... Is that Flint? What? Look at the reference guide? Alright, look at the reference guide. What do we got here? Flint. Yes, it is Flint. Flint. Not quite the Flint that I remember, but Flint nonetheless. Flint was my favorite G.I. Joe, by the way. Is this my favorite Micro Force figure? Not likely. Lastly, we got ourselves Storm Shadow. Always pitted against Snake Eyes, but truth be told, when it was the original Real American Heroes, we know his true arch nemesis. It was Spirit. Spirit. Yeah, I like Storm Shadow. He's squishy again. But that's a good pairing, the two of them. Whoops. Until I drop Storm Shadow and give him brain damage. Anyways, there's the two of them. Pitted nicely against one another. Yeah, I like these. I like these quite a bit. I don't know if I would necessarily say worth $3.50 or whatever they ended up being. But as a neat little collectible, if you like G.I. Joe, these might be right up your alley. Today's collectible spot, we're looking at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Micro Force blind bags. See you guys next time.